That was a fabulous shot. It was like having on there.
Just simple.
Yeah, fantastic.
Simple, but with all.
Andy McClusley, I love that picture.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, it's in his book and everything.
Yeah. I remember holding the door and his feet were kind of hooked.
Wow. Wow. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Isn't this amazing?
It's incredible.
That's fantastic. Is everybody here?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the deputy mayor.
We're waiting for the deputy mayor.
I'm just looking out
We're
for...
looking for a limousine.
Yes. We're looking for that, and then we're going to move cars so that they can park. So.
Right, yes. It's brilliant. Just fantastic. So we're waiting for the real dignitaries to turn up.
Absolutely. They'll be here very soon. They were meant to be here at 1:45, so...
Sadly, Mr. Humphreys is unable to attend. He's fell down the stairs and broke his ribs last week. But he will survive. He better had to, because I'm not going to sing Souvenir on tour. I've done that once, and once was enough. But, we're all good. We're going to start rehearsing soon for going off to America and coming back. And I've spent a lot of time thinking about this telephone box recently. I understand. It's just incredible. It's just an incredible.
Have you seen inside? We'll have a look inside. It is open.
You've got to see that.
So when will you get the audio installed?
That's down to me putting my fingers on it.
Well, you waited 5 months for me to give you the audio, so
I haven't got that excuse anymore.
I finally delivered the audio to them yesterday. But when you can dial up, you can hear me talking a little bit of verbal history about the telephone box. But it's incredible. I won't give away my speech before we start. Those of you who have seen us play recently will know that I can't even remember the words to songs I've sung over 1,000 times. So today is going to be a moment where I'll need some help.
Absolutely.
But you can terribly posh today.
Yes, I know. I haven't got my jeans on my t-shirt today. No, I have to.
Paintbrush. You finally got the red paint off the two of you, haven't you?
I've still got some on my steering wheel.
Brilliant. I mean, for hours and hours, I'm just blaring away. But my son returned from America now, and I can't get into my programming room because he's in there all the time now. And now I'm having to listen to hour and hour of his music going round and round in loops. So it's we're going to get rained on if the deputy mayor doesn't hurry up.
I got a gift. Are you familiar with the Ferrero Rocher commercial?
I am familiar with the Ferrero Rocher.
Because you've been spoiling us with your music, I forgot it makes sense.
Oh, Mr. Ambassador.
Brilliant. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Brilliant. I better hide them, otherwise James will eat them as well as using all my music. But, can I pop that in there?
Yeah.
This is what you use the telephone box for.
It's on the shelf.
Any other questions?
Yeah. How to keep your energy up when you're dancing all the time? We can't keep up with you.
Well, fortunately, you're more confined to a smaller space, so you don't. It's a lot easier to windmill dance when you're not confined. I couldn't do it in there. The thing is, I have to get fit. I mean, I have to get fit. I mean, if you do live in Meols or Hoylake and you see a guy in long black lycra leggings and a yellow top looking like a cross between Max Wall and a wasp on his bicycle, that will be me pedalling along the front and down to Liso Lighter. So you've got to get fit, you've got to get the stamina up. But yeah, that usually by the end of the first week on tour, I am in serious agony, and because even going to the gym and cycling, I cannot actually exercise the muscles that I use on stage, particularly like my neck and things like that stuff, and all that. So by the end of the first week, I'm a mess, and then I start to kind of climb back out again. But the reason I like touring actually is because other than the hour and a half on stage, I do bugger all for the rest of the day. I just travel, read, sit in the bath. You know,
It's super. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep it up.
That many gigs that you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if people have been wondering why we're not doing the meet and greets on tour this time, it's because I basically said, you know, I sing for an hour and a half, and the extra hour and a half of talking to people and singing on stage it just puts more strain on me. And now that I'm an old man, I'll be getting a bus pass.
I know, it's still good.
It's here we go.
Andy, there was a talk on the radio on Saturday night about you and the Pet Shop Boys about doing a tour in Glastonbury. Are you going to do it?
We are always talking to people about the possibility of doing gigs.
The best out of the Pet Shop Boys and you.
The best?
Yeah.
And you mentioned
OMD.
Totally different bands.
We have the Deputy
We
Mayor
have
and Deputy
the important people.
Right.
Hey, very nice to meet you. Andy, how you doing?
Oh, lovely. There we go.
Nice to meet you.
Right then, do you want to make a start?
Yeah, by all means.
Okay.
Okay.
Forgive me, I do have a script. I don't normally read from these things, but it will help me today.
Same for me.
Deputy Mayor, Deputy Mayoress, Andy McClusley, and all who are here today, welcome to you all to the home of Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, or OMD for short, for this very exciting blue plaque unveiling ceremony here in Meols, Wirral. My name is Stephanie McCarhill. I'm the chair of the Friends of 632-3003. The Friends are a local community group set up in August 2017 by myself along with Andy Barrett and Hazel Barrett, his wife, to adopt and maintain this important urban iconic landmark which is synonymous with OMD. We've all worked hard to realise our vision of transforming this phone box into a mini museum of OMD, and unveiling this blue plaque is a significant milestone in this journey. I would like to invite the Deputy Mayor to say a few words.
Thank you very much indeed, and it's a great honour to be here this morning and to meet with Andy and all you good people. I'm very sorry we got here late. It's going to rain, I hope not, but I'll get on with my speech, and I've written a speech and I don't want to miss anything out, so I'm going to read from the speech. I don't normally do that, but I will on this occasion if you don't mind. So thank you, Steph. I'm delighted to be here for this blue plaque unveiling ceremony here at the Red Telephone Box in Greenwood Road. This telephone box is a stunning cultural landmark in the Wirral, which is not only treasured by the local community, but by OMD fans from across the UK and around the world. Fans flock to visit the phone box, and it has huge emotional significance to them because of the linkage with OMD. OMD band members used to use this phone box in the 1970s and 80s to make and receive calls to their manager, including booking gigs. It was this telephone box that OMD found out that one of their earlier singles, Messages, had gone into the top 20. In tribute to the phone box, OMD released the second track entitled Red Frame, White Light on the 1st of February 1980. Throughout the track, the band repeats the telephone number 632-3003. Fans really identify with this phone box and refer to it as OMD or 632-3003 phone box because of this track and the connection with the band. It's a significant achievement that OMD have now celebrated their 40th anniversary and have major success internationally. The track Red Frame, White Light also celebrates the 40th anniversary of its release next February. You will hopefully be aware that this year Wirral is Borough of Culture for the Liverpool City region. Along with fantastic events and exhibitions, this year is also about celebrating the incredible artists, actors, musicians and sports people that call Wirral home. Amongst these is Andy McClusley of OMD, who I'm delighted is here with us today. Andy is a great advocate for this wonderful borough and is a massive supporter of our ambition to put Wirral on the map of culture. I am honoured to present this award to Andy in recognition of all that he is doing as an ambassador for Wirral. Now it gives me great pleasure to ask Andy to say a few words. Before I do that, I'm going to present the plaque to you, Andy.
Stick that in there.
I will do that. So, congratulations on you, and well done with that.
Brilliant. Thank you. Could I just hang on? Just, yeah, on the customs as I am, I've got speech as well. I'll try and do it quickly before we get soaked. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really, I am actually honoured. It is a remarkable year for Wirral as a borough of culture, and there's been many wonderful events already, and I'm not sure if are we allowed to talk about events in September?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Great. Okay, because I was going to have to keep it all very.
Yes.
But the certain orchestra.
Yes, you can. Yes.
With the
yes.
certain park in Birkenhead.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Say that,
And, well, we had hoped, a certain band had hoped to be able to play with them, but we're in Atlanta that night. But there will be unveiled that day a brand new piece of music by us with an incredible film that celebrates the beauty of Wirral, and it's actually part of a Wirral triptych of music that we're writing about our home peninsula. Actually. So it's a really cool way to kind of celebrate this crazy place between the two rivers and the sea. But we're delighted. You know, it's been a great place to grow up, and I still live here. Humphrey's buggered off, but I still live here. So, you know, what a place to receive the award. Here we are standing. My house is right over there behind the railway inn. Paul's house is just over there. The church where I used to be in the boys' brigade, marching up and down, waking people up on a Sunday morning, and a telephone box. Yeah, so let me, yeah. I think the telephone box does deserve a round of applause. Brilliant. So listen, you're all familiar with the story. The Deputy Mayor's done half my speech about the telephone box anyway, so I'll skip some of it. But I will tell you that after the single had been released, and you know, when we were busy touring around the world, I would still meet people who were residents in Meols who would say to me, "Oh, I walked past your telephone box the other day, and the phone was ringing, so and they were asking for you." Because the thing is that a lot of people didn't realise that if they were outside the Merseyside area, they had to preface it with 051. And there was a poor lady in Edinburgh who was inundated with hundreds and hundreds of telephone calls, and actually threatened to sue us and the record company, because not only did people not realise that they had to put the 051 in, but people forgot they were in different time zones. Her phone was ringing all through the night as well. So all I can say is, fortunately for that lady, that the single refrain White Light wasn't a bigger hit than it was, otherwise she would have had to change her number. So I don't think she saw the funny side of it, but he was going to sue us. Yeah, we can laugh about it now. But so 40 years later, and we're here for kind of it's a pretty surreal occasion, really. Because what's really triggered all this is the telephone box was taken away. But it's back! Yay! And it's all down to some fabulous nutters. The friends of 6323003. Steph, the Barretts, and lots of other people who I have to say, bloody well done to.
Well done.
Incredible job. And with some help from local councillor Andrew Gardner as well. You can have a round of applause too. They managed to persuade the powers that be to return this, but not just to return it, but to actually then take it to another level. And I mean, it's essentially, it's become even more iconic now than it was 2 years ago when it went walkabouts. And what you have done, achieved with getting John Petch to do this amazing design, the incredible, I hope you've all had a chance to see it, new mosaic floor. It's the first time I've seen it in the flesh, which is just gorgeous. There is going to be audio now when you've used the telephone. I've recorded 5 pieces of me giving a bit of history, and Paul Humphreys has found an early demo of Red Frame White Light, which might have previously unreleased version. And so yeah, there's 2 ways in which we're now celebrating. One is we're going to unveil this plaque, and 2, a certain band called Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark have been using the multi-track demo to sample the keyboard sounds, because we're going to play Red Fine White Light on tour finally for the first time in 35 years. So that's it. Thank you so much for coming along today. It's a really, really bonkers thing to think that Paul and I used to use this as our office 40 odd years ago, and now here I am just after my 60th birthday getting handed an amazing award by the Deputy Mayor and celebrating this phone box getting a blue plaque. It's incredible. So congratulations to the friends, and thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. And you want me to hand back to you before we
Well, you can unveil and then you can hand back to me.
Okay, thank you.
By all means.
Now then, I haven't practiced, but hopefully this is going to come off.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
There we go. Look at that. And really, well done, friends. It's you know, this plaque wouldn't be here, and the telephone box wouldn't be back. And it's great that it's going to have a future now. It's become a thing of its own. And in fact, there may also be a musical play being written about it, not by Paul and I, by somebody else as well. So the box is going to carry on with a life of its own for years and years to come. Steph, do you want to speak again?
Yes, thank you.
Come on.
Thank you very much. So, all I wanted to say, just to finish off, is a massive thank you to the following, really. To the Deputy Mayor and the Deputy Mayoress for being here. Thank you for the speech. To Andy McClusley for unveiling the plaque and for all of the support you've given us and the ongoing support. To Hazel and Andy Barrett, my fellow Friends Committee members, for all your hard work. To St Andrew's Church for making it possible to put the plaque on their wall.
They gave you permission, did they?
Yes, they did. We've got it in writing. To Peter and Gillian Bolt of Conservation Areas Wirral for all your help with the plaque. To Gary Buckle, whose generous donation allowed us to obtain the plaque, and he's a big OMD fan and he donated the money for this plaque. Finally,
don't tell them how much it costs.
No, I won't. No, I won't. Thank you to all of the OMD fans for their donations, their buying of merchandise and their support, and thank you for everyone for being here today.
Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I hope that later in the year we'll see you all at some gigs, and you'll enjoy us playing Red Frame White Light, if I can remember the words. I know there's a lot of stuff to be 23003s. But yeah, cheers everybody, thank you so much. Yes, I'll do something. What's your interview in the telephone? Concrete turbines arising and see them.
Yeah, but we see here, a member of the band was here.